Hi, this is Jason from McGuire's Clocks at mcguiresclocks.com. This is a Seth Thomas archtop or Beehive style clock, produced right around 1900. The case is a nice cherry wood, solid all the way through. The dial is a silvered dial. Few imperfections in the dial, but in general it's in really good shape. There's very minimal scratching around the actual chapter ring, which is unusual when it gets to be this age and it's silvered, because this, if you're not careful, you can essentially polish the silver off of it, so it gets scratched real easy. Door's got a nice heavy beveled piece of glass in it. It's a little bit fancier than just your standard Seth Thomas Mantel clock. Also has, which doesn't seem like much, but so it also has this nice trim ring around it that's screwed in. This one was made a little bit fancier than some of the other ones that they manufactured. The case isn't real elaborate, but it's got nice little details like that in it. You can see the name down here. It's made by Seth Thomas in the USA. You got your fast and slow adjustment for minor adjustments to the speed of the time. Original hands. Now the case is in overall really good shape, other than some blemishes that have occurred over the last 100 years or so. And there is some minor alligatoring to the case. It's not everywhere, and it's not affecting the way the finish looks as far as like seeing the wood grain in it. So I don't like to refinish them unless it's just really, really bad. Little oil, furniture oil, and it shines right up. Some more blemishes here on the door from opening and closing over the years. Nice little pull. The case is 100% complete and original. So I'll show you what we do to our antique clocks and any of the ones that we get in that the integrity of the clock needs to be kept by keeping all the original parts together. So this is the original Seth Thomas movement. What we do is the movement comes out, it's disassembled. All the parts are taken apart off of it. It goes through an ultrasonic, which is a chemical cleaner. Each individual gear, the shaft where it rides in the plate is polished, hand burnished on a lathe, front and back, to get a mirror smooth again. And then each hole that shaft rides in, if it warrants it, the hole is drilled out and a bushing is placed into it to match the new diameter of the pivot on the shaft, making it where there's almost no slop or little to no slop in the hole. There should be just enough room for oil to pass by in these wells, and that's what we aim for. Springs on this one are original. They're pulled off, stretched, cleaned, lubed with spring oil, and then rewound and installed back in the clock upon assembly. New leather in the hammer. Suspension spring is the one that was in it when it got here, and it's great, working fine, keeps really good time. We also, right here, you can't see it very well, but there's spring wire in this clock, which makes the levers stay down instead of just popping up. We always replace all the spring wire that's in there when it's necessary. Same down here, there's a little button right there, and it's got spring wire wrapped around it that gives tension to this hammer, so that when it brings it back down, and we always replace the spring wire. It gets brittle when it goes through the chemical solution. And just with age. The plates, the gears, everything We use a wire wheel to polish them on the American ones, and the wire wheel, the strength is like just a little bit north of a 4/0 steel wool. It's just a little quicker than doing it by hand, and I can get straight lines up and down on the plates that way. A little bit cleaner looking. So that is what we do with them. They're warranted for 2 years after the service is done. It is an extensive service. This one's got this nice little catch in here. To hold the pendulum. And turn it around, and I'll show you what it sounds like as soon as everything else stops playing in the background. So this is an hour, half-hour strike, which means it'll give you one gong at the bottom and then whatever hour it is at the top of the hour. This one is almost ready to go. I've just been timing it in and watching it as we just did the repair about 2 weeks ago. So if you have any questions, feel free to call 512-452-4558. You can find us on Facebook under McGuire's Clocks, Instagram under McGuire's Clocks. We're also on Etsy under McGuire's Clocks if you shop stores or search stores. Thank you very much.